Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Columbia Place, home of the 2016 Pac-West Volleyball Provincial Championships, with today's men's bronze medal match between the College of the Rockies Avalanche and the VIU Mariners. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Today's starting lineup for the Avalanche. Libero number 2, Blake Thompson. Middle number 3, Duncan Sutherland. Right side up 4, Mitch Parno. Outside hitter number 7, Zach Podeshko. Center number 9, Alex Castles. Outside hitter number 12, Julio Liz. And middle number 14, Spencer Jansen. The Avalanche are coached by John Swanson. Starting for the Mariners, libero number 1, Brady Angelkovic. Middle number 3, Ray Wachowski. Left side number 4, Zach Grigg. Left side number 8, Jared Parvar. Left side number 11, Vikram Obradovic. Left side number 15, Jesse Vasilevsky. And center, number 19, Jordan Davis. The Mariners are coached by Gabe Adler. Today's officials are Trevor Doors, Gladys Lai, Markeel Simpson, Steve Lee, Luke Wan, and Jamal Sherrod.
Welcome back inside Columbia Place here at Columbia Bible College for the men's bronze medal game between the number 3 ranked VIU Mariners and the number 5 ranked VIUCOTR Avalanche. These two teams have accounted for the last 2 bronze medals. The Mariners in 2014, the Mariners in 2015, the Avalanche in 2014. First time ever they have faced each other in the postseason. Sorry, let me rephrase that. It is the 7th time they have met each other in the postseason. VIU Mariners are 6-0 against the Avalanche in the postseason and 2-0 in the bronze medal. 2005 and 2002, the Mariners won the bronze medal at the hands of the Avalanche. In 2011, it was the last time they faced each other in the playoffs. VIU winning that in 5 sets in a quarterfinal. So let's get underway, shall we? The opening set of this bronze medal game between the Avs and the Mariners. A number of storylines as Linz hammers that one, and it goes out of bounds, and the Avalanche strike first 1-0. The Avalanche's best player Patrick Toews, who suffered a lower body injury in yesterday's semifinal, will not be in the game here today. Talked to head coach John Swanson prior to this match, and he said, no, there's just so much volleyball left in his career, they don't want to force it. This is Bazergi. He is partially blocked. And the Avalanche go to work. Podeshko finds a good spot. And the Avalanche are up 2-0 early on. Patrick Toews, oh so good, the Pac West Rookie of the Year. unable to go in this bronze medal game, which is a big loss for the Avalanche. That's the majority of their offense. Parnham will go back to serve. Dug by Bazurgi. There's a tip by Parhar. And he gets the point, and the Mariners are on the board. 2-1 Avalanche after Jared Parhar gets the point in his second year. And now Bazurgi, the player of the year in the Pac West, Jesse Bazurgi. Tipped by Castles. Right there, though, was the Mariners. Greg, that's saved nicely by Parnham. And then down on the Avalanche side, and it's 2-2. Jesse Bazurgi, the only grad of this Mariners team, a relatively young team. In his 5th and final season, this shall be his final collegiate volleyball match. Regardless of the outcome, Castles here to Fedeshko, down low, and Fedeshko gets the kill. And Djokovic couldn't quite get there. We saw in Djokovic all sorts of problems yesterday. He's the libero. Now Spencer Jansen. 3-2 Avalanche, early going first set in this bronze medal game on the men's side. Quick set and spike there as Parhar gets the point, his second point of the set, and it's 3-3. And going back to serve will be Parhar. Parhar standing in that left corner. Second-year player, as I mentioned, out in the Nanaimo. Castles, 6'9" sitter to Fedeshko. Fedeshko a little long, and it's 4-3. Mariners, their first lead. And Parhar will go back one more time. Injury note as well for the Mariners is Brower, I don't think, can go. Brower injured in that quarterfinal against the Capilano Blues. There's a double hit on Kessels. Although Brower does look to be in uniform and standing there in the corner with his teammates. There's an ace in between the libero, Thompson, and also Parnham. As they looked at each other, I got it, you got it. And it's a point, and the Mariners up 6-3. Man, the Avalanche quickly take a timeout. So the 7th meeting all time between these two teams in the playoffs. Again, they haven't met since 2011 when the Mariners won even the quarterfinals of the Pac West Provincial Volleyball Championships. 3-2, 5 sets. They met also in 2007 in a semifinal. Mariners won that one 3-0. In the 6 previous appearances, 2 matches have gone the distance. 2011 and 2005, that was a bronze medal game in 05. Went 5 sets in 2002. Mariners winning that time. They were at Malaspina, of course. They won the bronze medal game in 4 sets in that year. 6-3. Parhar will set things up, and here he comes for the Mariners. Kessel's going to go back to Linz, a big kill, and Bazurgi can't save that one, and it ends up 9 rows deep in the bleachers. That's a huge blast from Linz. Out of Brazil. The Avalanche losing in 3 straight sets yesterday to the #1 ranked Camosun Chargers. And the Mariners fell to Douglas. It's served there by Kessels, and it's 6-5 Mariners. Kessels back to serve again. Bazurgi, that's a better pass to Davis. This is Greg. That one is rejected. And Djokovic right there, however. Back door for Obradovic. With a big hit there, the Croatian sensation. 6'9", slams that one down. And now Obradovic, who went on a serving streak yesterday against Douglas, will serve for the first time in this match. Touches the top of the net. Thompson digs it, but digs it right on top of the net. And right there is is Wachowski, pardon me, and hammers it down. We didn't see the arrow celebration this time, maybe just on a block. He has this very interesting celebration every time he has a block. Digs an arrow from a fictitious sack on his back and shoots it. Forgot to ask him after the match yesterday what that was all about. We'll see if we see it here today. After these service errors, 8-6 Mariners, and Fedeshko will go back for the Avs. The 5 seed in this tournament, and his serve is handled there by Greg. There's a tip by Davis, a beauty as well. His second-year setter out of Australia, Jordan Davis. Now Greg will go back. Zach Grigg in his 4th year, a second-team All-Star, and that hit the bottom of the net. Service error, back-to-back service errors for the Mariners. Greg trying to put a little too much mustard on that one. And it is 9-7 Mariners. And here's Sutherland. His serve. And Djokovic, that's a good pass. Wachowski just tipping that one over, and this one will go out of bounds. And 10-7 Mariners with the lead. Wachowski now will serve it up for the Mariners. Thompson. Kessels. Linz is partially blocked and off the block of Bazurgi. Gets the point for the Avs, and it's 10-8 Mariners. Boy, Linz, they can get up so high, and he has to be the offense for the Avalanche. I mean, they want to score by committee, but it'll be up to Linz with the injury to toes. Backcourt for Greg, and he slams it down. Greg gets his first kill of the match, and it's 11-8 Mariners as he answers the big kill of Linz. But it's too bad not to see Patrick Toes in this match. Boy, he's been so good. There's Davis into that. 11-9 Mariners. That service error. And Parnham will go back for the Avs. His serve. Nice serve, but a good dig as well by Bazurgi. Obradovic slams it down. Bazurgi into the net. Oh boy, 3 straight service errors by the Mariners, keeping the Avalanche in it. It's 12-10 Mariners. And Spencer Jansen will tee things up. Jansen, his serve. As Obradovic fell down. Greg with a kill. I think Obradovic and Davis got their feet tangled up, and Obradovic, the 6'9" monster, falls down. And Davis turns around and says, "What are you doing on the ground?" 13-10. Mariners with the lead. Harhar with a pretty good serve there. There's a quick set. Sutherland stuffed, but the Avalanche keep it. Fedeshko is stuffed as well, but it goes out of bounds, and the Avs get a point. 13-11 after 2 big blocks. Harhar takes a seat, and Djokovic comes back in for the Mariners. And now Kessels. Kessel serve. Bazurgi with the pass. In the middle for Wachowski, who hammers it down. Fedeshko, Parnham threw her arm out at it. No such luck. 14-11 Mariners. Obradovic into the net. Back-to-back serves that he has missed. 1 long, now 1 into the net, and it's 14-12 Mariners. This is Fedeshko. I believe in his final year here at Cotter. I understand he's looking at attending UBC Okanagan next year. Quick hit And a dig there by Thompson. A beauty. There's a tip by Davis. And it gets down for a point. Saw Davis do that a couple of times yesterday against Douglas with some success. He's a lefty, so his power hand is that left hand. He's able to just tip it over. 15-12, Mariners. Grigg, his serve into the net. Back-to-back miscues for Grigg from the service line as well. And it's 15-13, Mariners. Now Sutherland will go back as Thompson departs for a breath. He's the libero. Off the top of the net, sending it right back was the Mariners. Now Linz is rejected. Mariners get a point. Davis just sent that serve right back at the Avalanche. It just got over the net. 16-13 Mariners. Wachowski now will go back and serve for the Mariners who've lost their last two serves into the net. This one just barely gets over. Thompson castles Jensen. What a dig by Grigg. Opportunity here for Linz off the block, out of bounds for a point. And it's 16-14 Mariners. Linz now after the kill. Will serve it up. Just over that. And Djokovic to Davis. To Bazurgi off a block. Dug there by Fedeshko. Gonna set up Linz from the back court. Mistimed his jump, just got it over. There's Bazurgi again. Hammers it long. Did it touch? No, it did not. Avalanche get the point. 16-15 Mariners. And Linz off the top of the net. And Djokovic stays with it. There's a quick set for Harhar. Good dig by Thompson. That one over. Here's Bazurgi, a little tip. Avalanche cover. Kessel's backcourt. Fedeshko rejected. And it's 17-15. Davis will go back to serve. And here's Davis with the serve off the top of that. Thompson stays with it. Kessels. That's Parnharm. Dug there by and Djokovic. Little tip by Obradovic. Avalanche have it. Parham hammers it down. Parham gets the Avalanche a point closer. It is 17-16 Mariners. First set of this bronze medal match between these two men's teams. Number 3 Mariners, number 5 Avalanche. This one is dug there by Andrelkovic. Bazurgi hammers it down in the back corner, and it's 18-16.
Now serving number 15, Jesse Bazurgi.
Bazurgi just gets it over. Fedeshko with a good pass. In the middle for Jensen, who hits it long. And it's 19-16 Mariners. Bazurgi will go back. Bazurgi. What a serve there. Off the net. This is Fedeshko trying to go up and around the antenna and the podium and the referee and the net and a block, and couldn't quite do it. 2016 Mariners with the lead. John Swanson, head coach of the Avalanche, will take another timeout. These two teams have not faced each other. Well, they just faced each other right at the end of the season at Cotter. The Avalanche took the first match 3-1 on February the 12th. Mariners took the second one 3-0. That was on February the 13th. When they met earlier in the season, just before the holiday break, November 26th and 27th, VIU dismantled the Avalanche at home on the island 3-1 and 3-0. So the Mariners have taken 3 of 4 matches this season against the Avalanche, but they did get the victory not too long ago. That was on Friday, February the 12th. If you could believe This is the end of February already. .2016 in this timeout. First set between these two teams in the bronze medal game. And Bazurgi will come out of the timeout, and he will serve things up for the Mariners. Leading by 4. Bazurgi over the net. Sent right back by Fedeshko. Free ball, and here is Obradovic. Thompson saves that one. Marnham gets it up to Fedeshko, who just sends it over. Bazurgi with the dig, setting up Grigg. Grigg with the hammer down on Fedeshko. Fedeshko might have got that one off the side of the face. He's all right. He'll pop right back up. But the Mariners now in front by 5. 21-16. Bazurgi. Thompson with a good pass. In the middle for Jansen. They mistimed it. Jansen swung and missed. And it's 22-16. Bazurgi will go back to serve yet again. A substitution. Kessels will depart. And coming in is Ozoiba. Chris Ozoiba. Setter just in his first year out of Victoria. Oak Bay, a wonderful program there at Oak Bay. Gets the set here, and Jansen will just punch it and punch it long, and that quick set in the middle has not worked so far for the Avalanche. A little too high for Ozoiba. 23-16. There's a serve by Bazurgi. Jansen just got to that one just by the fingertip, and the Mariners will send it over. They'll try to end. What a tip there. Saved by the Mariners, they'll send it over. Good defense there by VIU. Jansen in the middle, rejected there by Grigg. And it's set point, 24-16, Mariners. Bazurgi. Avalanche trying to stay alive. Jansen hung in the air, did finally get it over. Grigg will have a tip and get it down, and the Mariners win the opening set by the score of 25-16. They draw first blood in this bronze medal game and lead the match 1-0. We'll step aside to take a short break and be back with the second set of the men's bronze medal match next from Columbia Place at the 2016 Volleyball Provincial Championships. Welcome back to Columbia Bible College. It is the second set in this men's bronze medal game, and Parhar rejected there by Jansen. And the Avalanche take a 1-0 lead, trailing 1-0 in the match against the VIU Mariners. It's the Avalanche of VIUvCOTR and the Mariners of VIU. And Sutherland will continue to serve for the Avs. Here's Sutherland up 1-0. Bezergi gets it to Davis. Obranovich hammers it down. Although he may have went behind the antenna to hammer it down, and he did. So 2-0 Avalanche. The kill was good, except one problem. It went behind the antenna. Sutherland, his serve in there for an ace right on the back line. It had looked like it was going to sail on out of here, and then suddenly it died. Like a sinker in baseball. 3-0. Avs with their biggest lead of the match. This one. Quick set. Parhar says thank you. Hammers it down. And the Mariners on the board. 3-1. Now Bezergi. Good serve. Now Linz is rejected there. Parhar hammers that one back in the face of Linz, and it's 3-2. Avalanche with the lead. Now Bezergi will go back one more time. His serve. Good pass by Fedeshko. Hammered there. Harnenbo is rejected again by the Mariners, and it's 3-3. This time I think it was Obranovich that got him, the 6'9" blocker. Good pass again by Fedeshko. This one is dug beautifully by Bezergi. But a violation against the Mariners, and the point goes back to the Avalanche. But boy, oh boy, that was one heck of a dig by Jesse Bezergi. 4-3, Avalanche with the lead in the serve. Julio Linz. And Jokovic. Davis brings it back for Bezergi, who just sends it over. Kessel sends it right back. Obranovich with the tip. Thompson with the dig. Back to Linz in the backcourt. And Bezergi has it go off his arms. This one sent over by Obranovich again. Kessel's backcourt for Linz again, and again Bezergi equal to the task. This is Greg. His tip is good. A whistle prior to the smash, however. Regardless, it's a point VIU. And Wachowski comes into the game. Good job by Bezergi to dig two big hits from Linz. Parhar. His serve. Handled by Thompson. Jensen in the middle with a huge kill. Spencer Jansen. Well, when the timing's right, we didn't see much timing in that first set, but here in the second set, that was a perfectly timed middle ball. And it's 5-4, Avalanche. Arnharm with the serve in the middle. Wachowski just gets it over. Kessels will tip it right back. Mariners trying to recoup. This one tipped by Wachowski, who also hit the net. And the Avalanche get the point, 6-4. Avs. We're back to serve is Parnham. Mitch Parnham. Here comes. His serve. Sent back over by Obranovich. There's a big kill. Fedeshko, pardon me. I think that serve was headed out of bounds, and Obranovich decided to play it. Not the right call there by Obranovich. 7-4 Avalanche. This one was definitely going to be good. Greg plays it nicely. Greg gets it right back with a hammer down. Lynn's good effort, but Greg just hammered that one down. Two substitutes coming in for VIU. It'll be Caleb Harder and Ryan Marcellus. Obranovich will go have a seat, as will Davis.
And serving, Ryan Marcellus.
Oh, Marcellus will come in to serve for VIU, trailing 7-5. Carter, as I mentioned, also in the game, wears number 5 for VIU Mariners, wearing white. Marcellus with an ace to draw the Mariners within 1. It is 7-6. Marcellus in his 4th year out of Victoria, the Oak Bay program. Is served into the net. And it's 8-6. Avs. Jansen will serve. Here comes Sutherland back in. Thompson will go have a seat.
Now serve number 14, Spencer Jansen.
You see the Avalanche and the Mariners, the women edition, coming up in the gold medal game at 6 o'clock. Back set. Craig is rejected when the ball ends up on the Avalanche side. And it's 8-7 Avalanche.
Now serve number 4, Zach Grigg.
And there's Grigg with the serve. Grigg. Kessels to Linz. Linz off the top of the net. And it's 8-8. Avalanche got to be careful not to become one-dimensional, just go to Linz all the time. Now Fedeshko on the floor, Sutherland as well. This one is brought up to Fedeshko, dug by Grigg. There's a set for Harder. Went off the block, now Fedeshko off the block himself. Kessel's there. Thompson's gonna set up Linz. Linz with the tip. Bazurgi with the dig. They'll set up Harder again, who just sends it over. Bazurgi goes up with 2 hands and slams it down like dunking a basketball, and it's 9-8. And Greg will go back to serve. Fedeshko wanted a conversation with the referee. We saw a lot of chats between the Avalanche and the ref yesterday. There was a yellow card and a red card issued, and there's a yellow card now delivered to the Avalanche. Fedeshko telling his teammates just to calm down a little bit and settle down. John Swanson, the head coach, maybe wants an explanation, talking to Patrick Toes on the bench. And maybe the yellow card came against the bench. Toes, who seemed to be rather vocal yesterday as well after injuring himself and being sent to the bench. Greg into the net, and it's 9-9. Here comes Kessel. In his 3rd year at Selkirk High School in Manitoba. Greg up to Bazurgi, who tips it. Kessels is there for the dig. A pretty one as well. Fedeshko rejected. Wachowski. Harder. It must have been harder because Wachowski didn't do his arrow celebration. And Wachowski will go back to serve. 10-9, Mariners with the lead. The 2nd set. Thompson with the pass. There's Linz off a block. Saved momentarily, and then off the back wall as Harder, Marcellus tried to dive and almost went into the hoop. The basketball hoop that's on the far wall. Now Fedeshko in a 10-10 game. Fedeshko, rather quiet gymnasium just before he serves. Marcellus, Bazurgi with a huge hit. Thompson did get maybe a slight wrist on it. Not going to really dig that one up from the hammer of Bazurgi. And it's 11-10 Mariners. Kessels, who will he go to? Farnharm, and it went off the block and out of bounds. And it's 11-11.
Serving for the Avalanche, number 3, Sutherland.
Here's Sutherland now. Bizergi got away with one there, I think. Harder rejected off the net and down, and the Avs get a point, take the lead, 12-11. And Sutherland once again from the serving strike. Bizergi gets it back. Bizergi off a block and ties the game at 12. Bizergi will back to serve now as Sutherland leads. The libero Thompson back on with those bright yellow shoes. Needing some batteries, I would imagine, to light those things up. Linz with a huge hit down the line and in. And the Avalanche regain the lead, 13-12. Boy, oh boy. I do not envy those folks with the flags down there. They have got to follow the ball, and they got to make sure that it goes in. Now, that's an easy one to call. That's out. But these kills by Linz and Bizergi and Jansen and Grigg, boy, they are flying with some velocity. 13-13. There's Parhar. His serve, handled by Thompson. Backcourt for Linz off the top of the net. Marcellus is there. They give to Grigg. Grigg off the block. Linz will play it. Kessel over there to Parhar, who goes deep and long, and it's out. Parham, probably, pardon me. 14-13. Mariners with the lead in the second set. They also have a 1-0 lead in the match after a 25-16 victory in set number 1. Here's the serve. Linz hammers that one long into the Mariner bench, and it's 15-13. Pretty good action back and forth. This one is long. 15-14. Mariners with a slight advantage. And Parham back to serve for the Avs. His serve into the net. Boy, oh boy. 16-14.
Now serving number 6, Ryan
Marcellus now will serve things up for the Mariners, leading by a pair. His serve into the net. Shane Hyde, the head coach, just looks up at the ceiling and he's pacing over there on the sideline. Not pleased at all. Assistant coaches as well, facing their hands, rubbing their necks. Jansen trailing by 1 point, 16-15. Mariners. Marcellus going to set up Bizergi, who hits the top of the net. And this game is tied, 16-16. Bronze medal game, winner gets the medal. Mariners won bronze in 2015, Avs won bronze in 2014. Avalanche look to get their first postseason victory over the Mariners in this, the 7th try. A little too high for Wachowski. And a couple of substitutions. Davis will come back in as Marcellus departs. Harder also going to come in, and Obradovich will come back in. 17-16 Avs with the lead in this second set. Jansen, Big Red as they call him with his red hair. They'll serve things up. Here he comes. Good serve there by Jansen. Mariners are scrambling. They do get the ball over. Kessels, the set. Fedeshko off a block. And Djokovic plays it nicely. There's Greg, rejected. Kessels with a big block. And it's 18-16 Avs. Oh, they're going to say he was on the net. Wow. So take the point away from Cotter, give it to VIU, and it's 17-17. I don't know. I mean, the referee was right there. It's right in his grill. Jansen didn't like it. He has been asked to leave by head coach John Swanson. Go get a drink, cool off. Thompson, libero, comes back on. 17-17. Looked like a clean block from up here. Here's Grigg. Zach Grigg, the jump serve. Fedeshko, good pass to Kessels, back for Linz. Off the top of the net, still alive. If the Mariners can save it, they can't. And it's 18-17 now. Yeah, they kept it alive, did VIU, just couldn't get it across. Now Kessels. Kessels serve is in. Big blast there from Wachowski. Off the chest of Kessels. And a substitution as Wachowski comes out of the game. And coming in the game is Kohan Parhar. So there's two Parhars on this Mariners team. Is served just over the net. That one is dug nicely by Greg. There's a short set. Parhar sends it over. That one way off. But it goes off the block. Wow, I don't know if Pazurki wants an explanation. I have to agree with the Mariners on this one. I don't think it went off the block at all. I think it was a mishit by Fedeshko. In the meantime, Kishan Parhar leaves, but his brother Jared's still on the floor. 19-18 Avalanche. Fedeshko. Kind of ugly play there by the Mariners, but they get it across. Kessels back for Linz, is rejected. Pazurki with a block. Parhar as well. Parhar jumping around like he landed on Pazurki's ankle and twisted his own ankle. Oh, you gotta hate when that happens. When you land on someone else's foot and you twist it up a little. Or seems to be all right. 19-19. And Davis will serve it up for VIU, the lefty. Thompson with a good pass to Kessels, who goes to Parnham. And Grigg somehow avoids the ceiling, and Pazurki will send it across. Kessels in the middle for Sutherland, off on Jelkovic. And point to the Avs, 20-19. Thompson departs, Jansen back in. And now a substitution as Zach James comes into the game for the first time in this tournament. And Sutherland will go have a seat. James, second-year player out of Lethbridge from Chinook High School. Yeah, we didn't see him in the quarters or in the semi. And they'll serve it up here, coming off the bench cold, if you will. And his serve is good. In the middle for Parhar, who's rejected by Jensen. And the Avalanche, 21-19, take the lead. And Shane Hyde, the head coach. Pardon me, it's Abe Avender, not Shane Hyde. My apologies, Coach Avender. But Abe Avender is the head coach in his sixth season with the Mariners. Wants to put a stop to this momentum and calls a timeout. Not a bad strategy by Avender. Trailing 21-19, Avalanche have some momentum. Mariners do lead the match 1-0 after a 25-16 first set victory. And we're here in set number 2. We saw the Capilano Blues women's team win bronze earlier in a 3-set sweep over the UFV Cascade. Sarah Hughes named the player of the match. Kira Sutcliffe led everyone with 12 kills. Kelly Robertson was named the player of the match for the Cascade. The season comes to a close without a medal. And coming out of the timeout, it will be the Avalanche to serve with the lead. It'll be Zach James on the service line. Up 21-19. James will tee it up, and here he comes. Gets it over, and it dies on Obradovic. And it's 22-19. Avalanche with the lead. Time is called as they want a towel to wipe up Obradovic's leftovers after he attempted to dive at that serve by Zach James. A little spin on it. 22-19 Avs. After the cleanup on aisle 5, it'll be James serving up, and his serve is good. Davis gets it to Obradovic, who hits it into the middle of the net. And it's 23-19. Avalanche looking to tie this matchup. Zach James has been a nice substitution for Coach Swanson. Gets this one over as well. Grigg plays it. Back door for Bezergi, who tips it. Linz sends it up. Fedeshko will save it against the bench. And nobody there to send it back over. And now 23-20. Good effort by Fedeshko going into the bench. And now Bezergi, who got that tip, will now serve. Bezergi's serve, handled there by Fedeshko, gets it right back and rejected. Arnharm, rejected. And it's 23-21 Avalanche. Here come the Mariners. Bezergi's serve, handled by Fedeshko. Castles in the middle of Jensen. Avalanche won a tip off the block. And it is a point for the Mariners. And a timeout by the Avalanche. Jansen is not going to win that argument with the referee. We thought it went off the fingertips. If you're looking for some outstanding photos of this provincial volleyball championship, look no further than Flickr. And just search PacWest Volleyball Provincial Championships and you will see some unbelievable photos that have been posted. Jessica and Drew are doing a fantastic job getting these photos up, and in a very timely manner as well. And there are some outstanding photos from every quarterfinal, from every semifinal, and now every medal game as well. And they have done a fabulous job. So kudos to them, and kudos to the organizing committee here of this provincial championship. Matt, Sarah, and their crew. Boy, we've been treated to some outstanding competitive volleyball. We've seen upsets. We've seen a medal delivered already today to the Capilano Blues women's team, a bronze. There'll be a bronze awarded at the end of this one as well. Bezergi after the timeout. Castles to Linz, he'll just push it deep. Bezergi's there. Looking for Grigg, who tips off the block, off the net, and down. And this game tied at 23. But everybody from the video operators to the public address to the ball people, it's been just a well-oiled machine here at Columbia Bible. There's Linz with a big kill, but right there is Bezergi to dig it. That one is rejected. Grigg is rejected, and it's 24-23 Avalanche. It's set point for the Avs. Looking to tie up this match. Boy, it is back and forth. This has been exciting. Linz for the set. His serve is over. Davis, have a Grigg, it's off the block. Arnharm tracks it down. They give it to Linz from the backcourt, just gets it over. Bezergi with the dig. Davis to Grigg off the block. Linz swings and misses. And it's tied at 24. Now substitution. Wachowski comes back in. And the other Parhar departs. And Jared Parhar will serve things for the Mariners. His serve. Gets across. This is Parham. Dug there nicely by Parhar. Now Obradovic off the block. They want 2 hits, not going to get it. Davis sets up Wachowski, who gets it over. Kessels now to Linz. Linz dug by Bazergi. Davis climbs over Bazergi to get to that one. And this is off the ceiling. And the Mariners up 25-24. And a timeout Avalanche. Boy, what a series there. Great job by Bazergi. How about the job by Davis avoiding his teammate to get to that second hit and get it up for someone to smash. It was Grigg who nailed it down. 25-24, Mariners in front and have a 1-0 lead in the match as well in this bronze medal match. Bazergi, a first-team All-Star, named the Player of the Year in the Pac West in his 5th and final season in Pac West volleyball. He certainly will be missed by the Mariners. What a season he has had. And the Arts and Geography program is a 3.67 GPA. Not too bad for a student athlete. Out of White Rock, graduate of Earl Marriott Secondary there in Langley, or White Rock. Well, not too far from home, living on the island. I'm sure he has some family or friends in attendance here in this bronze medal game. And his final match of his collegiate career. So out of the timeout, the Mariners in front, 25-24. This will be a set point for Parhar. Jared Parhar will be asked to serve things out here. And he's whistled in after the timeout called by Cotter. And here's the serve. Gets it over. Fedeshko gets it to Kessels. And just tipped over by Parham. That's Obradovic, who is rejected. And the Avalanche stay alive. They tied up again, 25-25. Parham now. Served by Parham, dug by Grigg. Short set for Wachowski, who nails it down. And the Mariners again, another set point. 26-25, and Obradovic.
Now serve number 11, Obradovic.
We'll see what he can do with the set point. Just sends it over. No jump serve this time. That's Fedeshko. Dug nicely by the Mariners. This one blocked and then set down by Wachowski right against the sideline. And the Mariners take set number 2 by the score of 27-25. And they take a commanding 2-0 lead in this bronze medal match. We'll step aside, be back with set number 3 from Columbia Bible College and the 2016 Provincial Volleyball Championships. Welcome back to Columbia Place here on the campus of Columbia Bible College as we are set for set numero 3. And the Mariners way out in front. 2 sets to love in this bronze medal game. Mariners will start with the serve. It's Davis. Davis sends it across. Castles to Parnham, who goes long. They want a off the block. Will they get it? They will indeed. And the Avalanche get a point. 1-0 Cotter, who are looking to stay alive in this bronze medal game. And Parnham will go back. This one just over the net. Rejected by Jensen. Spencer Jansen with a big block there. And it's 2-0. Parnham, serve, handled there by VIU. This one just sent over by Parnham. The Avalanche on the nets, and the Mariners pick up their first point here in the third set, and it's 2-1. And here's Jesse Bezergi. Mom and Dad are in attendance. Dad just came up to me. Say hello. Son may play in, may try to turn pro after this year. Tedesco gets the point off the block. I said to Mr. Bezergi, don't let your son stop playing because he's quite the talent. And Jansen will go back to serve for Cotter. 3-1 Avalanche with the lead. Here's Jansen. Jansen sends it across. Greg with the dig. They'll get it right back from Davis. He's rejected there, but picked up nicely by the Mariners. They stay with it. Kessel's backcourt for Parnham, still alive. And it's on the floor. Coach Avner changing things up. Has a new libero. And Christian Parhar changing jerseys, not the shorts though, so he's going white shorts and black top. It's not about a fashion statement here. At CBC, this is a bronze medal game we're talking about here. Linz right on the line for the kill. And it's 5-1 Avalanche. And Jansen back to serve. Mariners in front, 2-0 in the match after winning 25-16 and 27-25. And here's Jansen. His serve, handled there by Parhar. Greg to Bezergi, who sends it to the spot. There, nobody's sitting. Right in the back corner, right on the baseline. And it's 5-2 Avalanche. Perfect spot by Jesse. And Parhar will now serve it up. That's Jared Parhar. Jared gets it across. Thompson plays it. Kessels brings it back for Sutherland, who hits it into the net. Point Mariners, and it's 5-3 Avalanche. Parhar now sends it over. Kessels has to track it down. Pretty good set. That's Fideshko who hits it long. That is 5-4 Avalanche. That's a pretty good set for Kessels, who's got his momentum going away from Fideshko and somehow is able to knock it backwards and set him up pretty well. Parhar sends it over. Right on the back line, just wide, and it's 6-4 Avalanche after the miscue by Jared Parhar. His brother comes back into the game as the libero. And now Kessels. 6'9" server. Getting the instructions from John Swanson on where to serve it to. And it's right there to Parhar. Does a pretty nice job. Here's Greg. Off the block. I think he hit the net. Or maybe the antenna. Avalanche pick up the point. And it's 7-4 Cotter. Castle sends it over. Bezergi up to Davis, finds Greg, who sends it over and gets the point. Parnham tried, couldn't quite get there. Mariners pick up a point, still trail by a deuce. It is 7-5. Avalanche. In the game for the first time is Jennings, and hits it right into the net. Saw Jennings a lot in that semi yesterday, but we haven't seen him yet in the bronze until now. I might not see him again after he serves it into the net. 8-5 Avalanche. There's Fedeshko. From the left-hand corner, his serve is in there. Parhar plays it up to Davis. Back to Jennings. Kessels has it go off his hand and into the bleachers. Point Mariners 8-6 for the Avalanche. Now Grigg, Zach Grigg. 6'3". Here he comes. Good serve, that's a good pass there by Fedeshko. Linz with the kill just inside the baseline, and it's 9-6 Avalanche. Julio Linz. And now a substitution. As Kessels will depart. And Zoiba will come into the game for the Avalanche, act as the setter in his first season. John Swanson talking to Kessels, has to look up at the 6'9" setter. And John Swanson's no slouch. Bergergi sends that one over, nicely dug by the Avalanche, and Harnum, wow, what a dig there by Sutherland. They get it to Linz. Linz knocks it over. Saved by Parhar and Grigg. This one sent over and out by Jennings. And it's 10-6 Avalanche. A great job by Sutherland to get to that ball and keep it alive. And then Linz sent it over. 10-6. Avs with the lead and the serve. Parhar. This one is Bizergi. He'll tip it. And a pancake. Nope. I thought maybe he got the pancake, but nope. Bizergi with the kill or the tip, and it's 10-7. And Wachowski. Parhar going off for a breather. Here's Wachowski. Thompson. Linz with a kill, but out of bounds. Big hit by Linz, but a little too hard, a little too far. So 10-8 now, Avalanche. Here's the serve, Wachowski. Thompson with a good pass. Harnum, but a little long. Every time a hit from the Avalanche goes long, they want a tip off a block. They're looking back to the official, almost hoping that they get the call. 10-9 Avs. Pass by Fedeshko in the middle for Jansen. Off the hand of Wachowski and down for a point. Avalanche, who now lead by a deuce. It is 11-9 Avs. And Julio Linz will step up. Getting the instructions for Swanson where they should serve it. And they serve to Grigg. Well, that's a great pass. Bizergi off the block. Well, backdoor for Linz. Linz down with a kill. And it's 12-9. Right on the baseline for Linz. And he keeps his serve. Boy, he can fly. He gets a long way up there. Here's Linz now. Pass. Davis looking for Bizergi. Hammers that one down. It's dug by Fedeshko. Saved by Linz, and they send it over. Nicely done by the Avalanche. They're going to feed Bizergi again. This time down and inside the attack line. Jesse Bizergi gets the 10th point for the Mariners, who now trail by 2. It's 12-10 Avalanche. And now Davis. Wow, what a kill there. This one sent over. Good battle at the net. Zoiba battling against Grigg, and he won that battle. Zoiba getting his first point, I think, of the tournament. Parham up by 3. 13-10 Avs. This one into the net. Oh boy. 13-11 with Bizergi heading back to the service line. Gold medal game between the Royals and the Chargers for the men's bracket at 8 o'clock tonight. They look for Linz from the back court. Off Parnham. 14-11. Not much Barhart can do about that one. Now Jansen. 15-11. Make that 14-11 Avalanche. And Jansen, who has shown some tremendous power in this tournament. Parhar, good pass to Davis. There's the other Parhar inside the line for a kill. Jared, 14-12. Both Parhars touched that one. And Jared finishing him off. And the younger Parhar will depart. His brother serves that one. Thompson. And Fedeshko just sends it over. Dug by Bizergi. This one, Jennings is rejected there by Sutherland. And it's 15-12 Avalanche. Parhars will swap. The libero comes back in. And now some maintenance right inside that big Bearcat claw. 15-12. Zoiba. He'll be the server. There's Zoiba. They serve into the net. Another service error by Cotter. 15-12. Avs with the lead. And now a substitution as Jennings will depart. Marcellus back into the game. Davis will also leave. And Caleb Harder back into the ball game. And Marcellus will go back and serve. Mariners trail by 3. Here's his serve. Lefty. Fedeshko brings it up. He'll get it right back. Off the block. Parhar with a sweet one-handed dig. Now Bizergi from the backcourt. Parnham digs that one. Linz, another dig by Bizergi. This time a one-handed special. Krieg is rejected. Oh, but they give the point to the Mariners. Swanson wants an explanation. Maybe Fedeshko over the net? I don't know. That looked like a pretty good play by Fedeshko. The lead is now 1 for the Avs, 15-14. Fedeshko passes that one. Sutherland just gets it over. He had to adjust to it. Zoiba tried to be a little too fancy with that one. And it's 15-15. I don't think he necessarily needed to be that fancy. He tried, and he got called with a double hit. Marcellus, once again, the left-handed specialist, is served. Good pass by Thompson. Now it's Linz who's rejected there. Wachowski with a big block. And no arrow celebration. Maybe he was asked, maybe he ran out of arrows yesterday. Maybe that's why we haven't seen the arrow celebration. Well, I ran out. So many blocks against Douglas yesterday. Marcellus into the net, and this one's tied at 16. Fedeshko down. Fedeshko will be highlighted in the Pac West Best in Class segment coming up during the offseason. Talking about not only athletics, but academics as well. Wachowski got that one up the chest, and Bizergi just sends it across to Linz. Back to Linz, who has to adjust, reach back, and somehow gets the kill off the block. That set was behind Linz, did a heck of a job to adjust the body and get it across the net and down low. 17-16, Avs with the lead. Deschko again. Here he comes. Wachowski gets it right back. And it's hammered off Thompson. And ends up with Matt, the organizer. He's taking in a little action here, taking a breather from organizing this event. When you get to day 3 and the second bronze medal of the day, I think you deserve a break or two. Him and his crew have done just a tremendous job. 17-17. Thompson sends that one right back. Marcellus feeds it for Harder, who hits it too hard and out of bounds. And 18-17 now. The lead for the Avalanche. Jansen back in. And Thompson, the libero, will head out. Sutherland will be lifted as well for Zach James, who had quite the service string in the second set. Caught her up by a point. This one to Parmer. VIUvCOTR off the block. James is there. Now Linz sends it across. Parhar. Marcellus. Harder is rejected off the block and out of bounds. 18-18. It's a good set. Parhars will swap again. Zach James will depart as well as Thompson, the libero, comes back on for the Avalanche. Tied at 18. Wachowski sends it over. Parnham. Good dig there by Greg. VIUvCOTR just tips it over. Linz will play it. Parnham off the block and in. 19-18 Av. Another substitution as Linz will take a rare breath. And Grunmanis, pardon me. Haven't seen him this tournament either. Grunmanis with the headband. They serve it up. They go to Harder, who's rejected, but it goes out of bounds. And ties it at 19. Grunmanis, by the way, out of the Yukon. The only player in the tournament out of the Yukon. Whitehorse, to be exact. This one sent right back over. VIUvCOTR will play the free ball. Taking it right back to Jesse. Huge hit by VIUvCOTR. Almost sent it through the floor. 20-19 after that display of power. Mariners with the lead. And timeout Avalanche. Boy, there might be a deflate gate here after that ball was hammered. Surely lost some air. After VIUvCOTR smashed it down. 20-19. Here at the timeout, the third set of this bronze medal men's game. Mariners winning 25-16 and 27-25. They take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 match. Looking to win back-to-back golds, or pardon me, back-to-back bronze. Last year they won the bronze medal. 2 years ago, VIUvCOTR winning the bronze medal. We'll see these two schools one more time at 6 o'clock, but on the women's side of the bracket for the gold medal game. VIU Mariners #1 versus the Cinderella story, the VIUvCOTR Avalanche. And we'll see if the glass slipper fits one more time for the Avalanche, who beat #3 Camosun in the quarterfinal, beat #2 Capilano in the semi, and they have #1 left. It's the VIU Mariners, who will not go down easily. 20-4 during the regular season. Both teams going to nationals regardless. After the timeout, Harder will come back out and serve for the Mariners. Mariners up by a point. Harder, good serve. They'll get it right back. A free ball. Can the Mariners use it? That's VIUvCOTR with the tip. Nobody there against the line, and the Mariners take a 2-point lead. 21-19. Four points away from a bronze for VIU. That one off the top of the net. Thompson plays it in the middle for Jansen. Just stayed in the air long enough to bring it across. Grigg with a big smash. And it's 22-19 Mariners. And And a timeout, Avalanche. No, looked like the ref gave a timeout. My apologies. Harder back to serve again. Harder. Thompson. Parham. Good save there by Parhar. They get it back across. Backcourt for Fedeshko goes off a block. And it's 22-20. Still some life in the Avs. Barnum down by 2. Barnum. Good serve. Bazurgi with a good pass. He'll get it right back. Bazurgi off a block. Barnum's there. There's Fedeshko off a block. Parhar is there. And Harder will send it across. In the middle for Jansen. Jansen gets it down. Boy, they gave the point to the Mariners. I think Jansen maybe carried it a little. Jansen was so high up there, but the timing was just a little off, and I think he grabbed it just a bit, stuck in his hand, and he threw it down. So 23-20 Mariners. Bazurgi. Thompson with a good pass. This is Fedeshko off a block. Bazurgi somehow got to mid on it, and he'll send it over. Hits it into the net, and it's match point for the Mariners, up 24-20 in this bronze medal game, and wouldn't it be appropriate if the fifth-year senior and player of the year, Jesse Bazurgi, can finish it off for the Mariners. His serve, handled there by Fedeshko. I think he wanted to. That was maybe the hardest serve we've seen all tournament. Grigg hammers it out. And still some life in the Avs. Boy, that serve by Bazurgi has his dad smiling over here on the bench. He wanted to end that one, end his career with a service ace. Sutherland back in the game. James will depart. And Jansen will serve for VIUvCOTR. Here's his serve. Bazurgi with the pass. Bazurgi from the backcourt, and it is over. Bazurgi with the bronze medal point in his final game of his collegiate career, and VIU sweeps Cotter 25-21. Good tournament for the Avalanche, upsetting UFB in the quarterfinal. Running into a buzzsaw, that was the Camosun Chargers yesterday, and a team that will not be denied here by the VIU Mariners as they sweep the Avalanche 3-0. And they win the bronze medal for the second consecutive year. The bronze medal games are in the books. We will get to gold. The women's gold coming up at 6 o'clock. The men's are around 8 o'clock. It's the Avalanche and the Mariners. That's our next call. Take a break, take a breather, and then come back at 6 o'clock and join us for the women's bronze. Live from Columbia Bible College and Columbia Place, this is the 2016 Pac-West Provincial Volleyball Championships.
Player of the game for the Avalanche, number 7, Zach Fedeshko. Player of the game for the Mariners, number 4, Zach Briggs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another round of applause for these two teams for a great match season and tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2016 Pac-West Volleyball Provincial Bronze medalists, the VIU Mariners. Number 1, Brady Jelkovic. Number 2, Zach Andres. Number 3, Wayne Wachowski. Number 4, Zach Grigg. Number 5, Caleb Harder. Number 6, Ryan Marcellus. Number 7, Braden Brower. Number 8, Jared Barbar. Number 9, Devin Jennings. Number 11, Vedran Obradovic. Number 15, Jesse Pazergi. Number 16, Vedran Barbar. Number 19, Jordan Davis. Their head coach, Abe Abender. Assistant coach, Drew Mabels. And assistant coach, Greg Howe. Once again, your 2016 Backlash Volleyball Provincial Bronze Medalist.